Hello guys, today we'll try to understand the data lineage or the lineage concept, how it works in the data. So let's go to the next slide. So we'll take one small example. This is a memory game. So and Alex, Bob, Steve and Brian are the participants. So what they are doing, they are playing a number addition. And we are not storing this value anywhere. Okay, so let's put a random number. Alex thinks a 5 number in his brain. Okay, he passed that value to Bob. He will say, Bob, I have the 5, you can add any number on that number. So Bob thinks and he adds 10 on that, so it becomes a 15. So then what Bob does, it pass that to the Steve, and Steve takes that 15 value. He again add 15 top of that. He say, okay, I have the 30, and it will give that to the Brian. So Brian will add 20 or top of that. It will become a 50. So, but Brian will not know what exactly Bob got a value and how much number he has added, because there is no written in the piece of paper or in documentation, right? So it's kind of data is flowing, numbers are flowing, but we are not storing anywhere. So let's say in a scenario, situation comes where Steve is not available. Maybe he went for some other work. So then Brian will not know exactly what is the number Bob have given to Steve. What is the number Bob have passed to Steve, right? And if let's say Bob say 15, and then Brian have to think through what the Steve is passing to him, right? So how we can solve this kind of problem? So then the lineage comes in picture. If you are maintaining a like somewhere that calculation, that it will help Brian to calculate. Let's say for example, go to the next slide. So let's say for example, we are storing some algebraic expression. Let's say a I have taken. Alex will think in a number and he will put that in variable a equal to 5. He will pass the variable and his value to Bob. So what Bob will do, he will think on new variable b, and what he will take a 5, he will add on 10, it will become a 15. So he will pass the b variable and its value to this Steve. Steve will do a calculation, mathematical calculation. He will take a b value from the Bob. He will add 15 top of that. If you see 15 here, right? He is adding that value and it is becoming a 30. So it will pass that to the Brian. So Brian will take that value C and it will add a 20 top of that and it will become a 50. So let's say in the previous example, Steve, after this calculation, he maintained all this calculation in a variable and piece of paper. Let's say Steve is not available next time for the playing the same game, right? So, but once the Bob passes value, Brian will know exactly how the C was got calculated. He will put that value and he will take a C value and he will do calculation for D. So basically what is happening in this case, we are maintaining a lineage. So this is a kind of lineage. Now if you convert this into data, right? So let's go one practical example. Let's say in practical example, a customer goes into the store, he does shopping for item, he will give, he will select that item, he will go to the counter, he will pay bill, right? And at transaction ID, all these information item, what is the price of the item, all these will be taken. What kind of tax on that state, that will get applied. If there is any discount, they will apply the discount. All these information they will get from the different tables, this application, right, which is maintaining that, they will get the information. Same time they will also pass this information to bank. Let's say they want to validate the credit card or debit card, whether these are valid or not, right? So this kind of communication will happen behind the scene, and bank will pass authorization code, and same time whatever information he got from that customer, it will maintain in his database. This is the workflow. Now for example, tomorrow we want to create a report or kind of dashboard for a customer. Let's say customer profile 360 we want to create for the customer. So what will happen in that case, what happens, we have to collect that information. Maybe through the integration we will get that information into the somewhere in our platform, or maybe tables, right? Same way we can ask the information from bank also give that information to us. Once we get the data, then we'll clean the data, we'll put into the maybe different tables. Just for a sample, we have taken maybe a customer table here, that is storing the customer information. This is the transaction table, maybe we are storing the data here. Maybe discount table, we are storing the discount. Same way maybe we have, let's say, Tax related. Tax already we store, right? So all these kind of information we are storing here. So what happens in this case, let's say for example, because we have to generate report. So what we will do, all these tables, right? We will collect here. We create a final aggregated table. Let's say the egg tables, where whatever information we require for the report, we are going to collect on that particular table. If you want to apply kind of metric here, we are going to apply metric. So all this calculation will happen. And finally, report gets generated. Now, let's say for example, there is a token. You want to see from whether this token came from the customer token. Let's say this is customer token. So what will happen? We know, okay, this is the table from where I got the customer token. Then we'll see this ETL, because we are writing ETL in between. We'll see this value from where, which table it came. So I will go to previous table. Okay, this is the token came from this table, transaction table, right? I will revisit here. Then I will see from which file it came. It came from this file, right? And then finally we'll see from where this came from, bank. So if you see, so this is the kind of lineage we are creating. From where this data is coming, that kind of complete path we are creating. So this is your lineage for a particular data. It's a traveling path basically. If you look that this is a traveling path for that particular token. If you are maintaining this kind of lineage, so that is very helpful for the business. So this is, I hope you understand the lineage concept. Thank you for watching this video.